All right, Keith is tracking our forecast. Really nice day. I keep looking at the temperature on the corner of the screen there, and it's holding. It's
Still
holding
good.
late in the day now.
It is funny how that like kind of sneaks up on you. So our son's bedtime is like about 7:30, let's say. And
Still light out.
Yeah, and like
tricky.
this is the first year where he's had a comment about that, where it's like,
Why
but
am
it's
I
not
going to
even
bed?
dark yet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, kid.
We're not
care
doing
about
this
that
yet.
Yeah. In the morning, same thing. He'll try to get up at say like 6 a.m. and I'll be like, no, gotta wait for it to turn green. His clock tells him when to get up. He's like, but it's light out already. And it's like, we don't have time for this conversation.
If you close your eyes, it's dark.
Yeah, like, and if we're gonna play by those rules, Luca, you're going to bed at 4 o'clock in December.
True.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
That would be
All right.
Kids don't think that far ahead though, so we probably take that deal. 60 for a high today in Portland, 67 in Sanford, 62 in Bangor. Nice day, and as Brian mentioned, still nice out there, right? A couple more hours before sunset, and we're going to be largely clear during that time period. Temperatures do drop down into the 40s by about midnight tonight, and then we're down into the 30s briefly along the coastline for an hour or two, probably early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow starts a lot like today, a lot of sunshine out there. Temperatures are quickly into the 50s, a couple of us into the 60s even by midday tomorrow, but then clouds come in from the west in the late afternoon, and some showers come in right in that in-between period between afternoon and early evening. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow, and you can see the showers starting to move their way into western Maine, into New Hampshire too. And then we'll see periods of off and on showers throughout the night tomorrow night into early Friday, but I think so early on Friday that most of us will wake up and these showers will already be gone, and we end up with a pretty nice day on Friday. I do think there's a little bit more cloud cover around on Friday when compared to today or even tomorrow, but it's still pretty nice. More clouds in the afternoon, temperatures there in the 60s, a stray 70 is possible. And then the small scale models Friday afternoon do have a small chance of a shower over southern Maine, and then eventually into central and northern Maine on Friday evening. Cloud up, and then that's kind of how our weekend is. Waiting for this warm front, cold front combo to come through. Models have slowed down in a lot of cases with this to give us rain more so on Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure that buys us anything though, because I think it's pretty cloudy and there's an onshore flow on Saturday before the rain comes, so it's still not nice. Rain comes in, let's say midday into the afternoon, a couple of heavy downpours into the evening, and then Sunday's unsettled too with some showers still hanging around. Cooler temperatures this weekend, you can see that on Saturday. We do have upside potential for next week though, especially through the middle of the week. If we can get this front to hang up on Wednesday, we got to run into the 70s, maybe a little bit warmer. We'll keep an eye on that as we get there. 70s, 50s are great, 60s are great. 70s seems to be the place, guys, where it really feels like, okay, this is legitimate, and we've got a chance for one, maybe two of those next week, so that'd be good. Unfortunately, obviously, the weekend is not ideal, but it is what it is. Still, 5 out of 7 days look pretty good.
Let's get those rainy weekends out of the way now.
I know.
Right.
Turn it around for the summer.
So we only had, I'm trying to think, this last weekend was good, right?
Was the first.
Was the one before it wasn't that good either, right? So
Right.
we've been in a streak, we broke it up with one, and now we're kind of back to it seems like, yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
All right, Keith, thanks.